Hey, it's Dio here. We're out. We're gonna go cop block this Parma Police safety fair. It's kind of like, I guess, a street fair for them and whatnot, and just seems like people should know both sides of the truth of what goes on with the Parma Police, especially if they have their drug dogs out there. They need to know that their drug detective is a big ass liar.
You guys come here to enjoy the safety fair?
Sure.
All right. Glad to have you.
Yep.
No, you're not. You just make it sound like you're not.
I'm not glad to have a Parma officer accused of brutality. Still working on the force. That's not, I'm not too happy about that. That's insane.
There, we got it.
Here's a little information for you so you can have both sides of the story. Okay? So we're going to hand out these cards to some people so they have both sides of the story. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Here's some information so you can have both sides of the story.
Thank you.
We'll let the kiddies play with the cop cars. Hit the siren, kid. Should we give him a ticket for parking? What is this? Is this Parma has a fucking bearcat? Is that what you're telling me here?
Yeah. They got their very own tanks.
Southwest Enforcement Bureau.
They like to go and pull into characters' bar for lunch and stuff.
Bust down doors, shit like that, I see.
Hey, in Florida, they're using tanks to go after people for traffic stops.
Yeah, I saw that. We broke that, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That must be the bomb
Pizza and
squad
everything.
over there.
Yeah, bomb squad. When seconds count, the police are minutes away. Remember that.
Yeah.
Captain, how you doing?
How you doing, Doug?
Pretty good.
7? Are you having fun?
What's going on? Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Why?
Got some information so people could have both sides of the story.
What was the favorite? If you're having so much fun, what was your favorite thing?
Consider the event a success so far?
Building. Sure. Why?
Absolutely.
What was so interesting in the building?
Happy to see you out here.
You too.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right.
Not too happy to see James Manzo still working for you, though.
Okay.
What?
That's kind of upsetting, actually.
If you need to contact,
You know, I think you know how we all feel about that.
Sure. Do you know who to call and how to call them?
You know,
Yeah. So what would you do?
Want to take a tour?
inside,
Yeah, take
film. One of the more honest cops on the force, in Parma force. He's the captain of the professional standards division. He's like the IA of Parma. Internal affairs. Yeah, I'm curious about this. They're having a tour of the police station here, but with that sign there, I'm a little concerned about going in. So I guess we'll try it with the kids. There's the dog trainer too. Good, because I want to go talk to OGrady. Because he's a lion sack of shit right there. With the hat on, he just turned our way. On the right. Holding the kid's hand. That's the guy who lied his ass off on my police report when they arrested me for having a knife at a fucking blocking a checkpoint. So he's one I definitely want to get out here.
Who are you supporting?
Who am I supporting?
Yeah, like handing that stuff out.
This is just to let everybody know that there's two sides to this story.
Oh.
There's a nice face to the police, and there's also a mean face to the police. So you should be filming them just in any case, regardless.
I get the filming part, but don't answer questions. Don't answer questions can also decrease the amount of crimes that are solved.
Well, but you don't have the. I mean, like, you're not obligated to answer questions.
But
it's your right to not answer
I
questions.
know it's my right.
So why would you incriminate yourself against people who?
Why would I be incriminating myself if I saw a crime happen?
Because their job is to find you lying. So if you accidentally say something wrong, they will convict you. Ask some people.
So basically, everybody's guilty.
Yep.
You're not innocent.
That's what they think. Yes, that's how they operate. Yes, that's how they operate. Yes. Oh, when they said they were gonna have a tour, why not? I was told I could. I was told it was okay.
Who said it's okay?
Well, I mean, first of all, there was a woman who walked in ahead of us with a video camera. She was filming as well, and I didn't see anybody say anything to her.
Because there's
I know the sign on the door normally, yeah,
but
but I mean, being the tour and everything, I thought you would want this on film. So you still can't, you're telling me you still can't film in here?
right.
Even though this is a tour and everything. It don't look too secure with 1,000 people walking around here. So there you go. They've been welcoming up to the point where we were filming inside, and then all of a sudden it turned ugly. So since I can't film in there, I'm not going to go in there and not be able to protect myself in there. So you know, I'm not going to finish the tour. Plus, it's just a tour of the Justice Center. I thought there was going to be like a tour of the police station itself, which is actually kind of like another building down there. But oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Okay. The answer, no, you can't film in there now, even with the tour or whatnot. So that's what, dude. You know, the one guy in there. Like we got in there, and then he was like, ah. So I was like, all right,
says you're one of the good ones.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Well,
except for that one right there who lies on his police reports, OGrady. He's a
the
lying
good ones need encouraged. For the other
He was
ones,
already fired and rehired. You know that, right?
Them to let them know that the rest of us don't
We
believe
encourage
it.
our officers every day to do the right thing.
Well, that's for the ones that need extra encouragement. This is more his sandbox than mine, so I'm letting him make the call, and we hand out any of those.
Couldn't just come and not be represented at the Parma Safety Fair, you know. So had to make sure people got both sides of the story, you know.
What's the other side of the story? What's our side of the story?
Well, this is the friendly police face, you know.
Right.
There's a mean police face as well that people need to know about, you know. Especially when you have, like I said, officers like OGrady over there who lies on his police reports and lies in court, tests the lies, basically, you know. He basically, because of his testimony, I was forced to take a plea deal or something just for blocking a checkpoint, which you know I do, you know. So,
well, in his case, I'm surprised he didn't get me for assault on an officer for giving his ego a boo-boo.
yeah, I mean, you know, the court didn't see it like that because they dismissed his case already. So, you know, they obviously saw that he should.
They were ready to go after me. Figured it was a freebie till I walked in with a lawyer, and then you dropped it quick, fast, and in a hurry.
System worked for you.
I got undercovers all through.
Oh yeah, I know that. Here's another one, Mr. Pleasant over here. This guy had his motorcycle up on a sidewalk taking radar of people.
You're above the law.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, right. Well, like I said, I think we made our point here. I think we want to get somebody else wants to talk.
How you doing?
What's happening?
Yeah, Kevin Riley. You know who I am.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
Officer Riley, how you doing?
How you doing?
The
enjoying
public
something?
relations officer, right?
I am.
Yeah, yeah.
What can I do? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Actually, in person, yeah.
Yeah.
Talked on the phone, but never actually met.
When did we talk on the phone?
A while ago, over a year.
You know what you called when our officer
Trying to
got
find out, yeah.
No, thank you for doing that. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. So,
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not. We're not against the bad cops. It's.
I know.
I mean, against
I
the
know.
good cops.
That's
We're against the bad cops. You know.
we have no problem with you being out here doing this. That's fine. You know,
Yeah.
that's your right to do that, and we're fine with that. So, you know, appreciate it. So,
I'll get a little bit of that information for you. Like I told Captain Blair, I mean, the biggest problem I got with Parma Police is having Manzo still on the force.
well, you know, that's not my decision.
I know that.
And
I know
that's-
that.
You know, and Officer Manzo, he works hard. I mean, I understand that you don't agree with everything, but he's a good officer. He works hard.
I mean, he
Okay.
brutalized a 16-year-old kid.
Well,
That's not.
Those were, you know, those were allegations. They were investigated, and you know,
And they settled out of court on it.
Well,
So-
that's up to the law department to be able to do that. So, but you know, he's a good officer. He works hard, and all of our officers do. Obviously, you've seen in the news lately, you know, some of the
robbers,
apprehensions that
yeah.
we got the
Yeah.
robbery suspects, you know, the Chuck E. Cheese individuals. You know, last year in June, we had those violent robberies that happened that week. We arrested all of them. You know, our department takes pride in the apprehension rate that we have. You know, we're here to serve you. I mean, Doug, if you need us, you call us. I mean, we're going to come out and help you. You know that. You know, if you need something, hey, look, you know what? That's fine. You have your opinion. You have the right to that, and we respect that. If you need us, you call. We're going to come out to help you.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And if something happens, the fire department, you have one of the top-notch fire departments in the area. We're a suburban department. We have a lot of equipment here, a lot of technology.
The firemen don't go around killing people and brutalizing people, though. So it's not fireman block. You know what I mean?
That's another discussion another day. Not right now.
I mean,
I'm not gonna.
I mean, it's not even a fact. I'm not even saying that y'all do it. What I'm just saying is that y'all have the ability to do it. So you should take that a lot more seriously, as especially the good cops. Like I told Captain Blair, the people like that put people like you in a bad position where you have to be the one saying he's a good guy, but then he does it again and he does it again and he does it again, and then what? Then when do you change your view and say he's not a good guy?
I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't. I can't discuss. Issues
of course, but you understand what I'm saying, though. I'm just trying to make the point.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Well, you got my contact number, Doug. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me anytime, or email is actually better.
Okay.
Okay. So nice to meet you, sir.
Sure thing.
Thanks for coming out today. All right, guys.
Yep.
All right,
have a good one.
All right, what I'm going to have you guys do is I'll step back while I set up our little circle.
I think that's the message I want to get across to all the police officers in Parma, as well as the police officers around the country that I may happen to deal with. I don't speak for anybody but myself. I represent Greater Cleveland Cop Block because that is my thing, my page, my baby, if you will, whatever. But the message that I have for these police is that having bad cops on your forces puts you in a bad position to have to defend these assholes when they brutalize people, when they murder people, when they do bad things. And it's just not good, It's just not good all around. And that's what my biggest problem is to see police officers running around doing shit that they're ticketing people for and, doing other things like that. I really can't stand the fact that they have the ability to do things that we don't have the ability to do, And
the fact that it's coming out more and more that the cops have been planting incriminating evidence on people. The prosecutors know about it. The crime labs are doing false reports.
I mean, there was just an FBI report came out just today or yesterday which said that this was happening. Bill Maher discussed it on his show. Chuck here just brought it up again, and it raises a good point. It's just kind of a small department. You can see. It's not huge. I mean, if one of them does something wrong, they kind of all got to know about it, I would think, okay? So I would hope that they would, cross that thin blue line when the time came when it was really necessary if one of these guys happens to kill somebody,
The problem is that when a good cop does that,
he gets fired.
They're through.